Okay, it is 3 a.m., but I need to watch this because I'm seeing spoilers and thumbnails already. So let me watch the trailer for 3.24 Necropolis, then I'll watch the full reveal. I'm excited for this.
Flesh, dirt, maggots, and ghosts.
Is that the Crypt Keeper?
Our job is to keep them where they belong. It's your first night, so you'll need this. A ghostly lantern.
This animation looks
ghastly
great.
tinkering.
Okay, I'll pause later. I have no idea what that was. Looks a bit like our last epoch there.
The souls of the dead.
What? Nope, don't understand what's happening there.
You'll learn how to twist them.
And I can't read fast enough. Okay.
Meet me in the Necropolis.
Oh, is that a hub? Ooh.
You can pilfer shiny
Is it like bestiary?
corpse,
Oh wait, no, he's adding...
but you can pilfer
Wait,
glorious
what?
things from a soul.
Oh, it's... Oh, it's...
I need
Oh, okay, so is it bestiary
grave
and
digger.
harvest? Is this... Talisman? Tier 17? Okay. Oh, okay, that's nice. Scarab overhaul. Oh, hang on. New penultimate boss. That was just the expedition boss. Quality of life. More gems, so hell yeah. That's a fucked up looking cortex. God.
The job's hard, but the pay's good. What do you say?
Okay, this looks great. Okay, I still have no idea what the fuck happened though. Yeah, I need to know more, because that didn't actually tell me shit, and I'm not going to pause it. I may as well just watch.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Hi, Chris.
Welcome to our live stream. We have a busy lineup today with announcements for Path of Exile 2, as well as the exclusive reveal of Path of Exile Necropolis, which launches on March 29th.
I wonder if I should upload
For the
this
first
full.
time ever, we'll be releasing this expansion simultaneously on all platforms, PC, Mac, and console.
I thought he was going to say
Twitch
today.
drops are enabled on today's live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions below in order to claim your suffering back attachment. Today's stream will start with Path of Exile 2,
Ooh,
where Jonathan
okay.
will show you our latest announcements. Mark will then take you
Game
on a deep dive
changes,
into
campaign
the new Path of Exile
improvements.
Necropolis Challenge League,
Ooh.
which launches in 1 week. He'll cover the league's
Such a-
mechanics, its deep crafting system, large
Crafting.
endgame changes, some improvements to the core Path of Exile campaign, and finally
That's
some
always
quality
exciting.
of life features. We'll then show you our new supporter packs, and we'll head into a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask us your questions from Twitch chat.
I'm going to watch
After
the
the
full
live stream,
Ziggy
we'll drop
thing,
the full patch
but I'll
notes.
watch Zizaran read the patch notes. Oh yeah, of
Now,
course.
speaking of PoE 1, we also have the 324
Oh
expansion.
damn, okay, that fits my prediction with how they're going to roll out PoE 2.
PoE 1 to
We've
show
got
us
3
what's in
more
store.
leagues left.
We had a lot of fun making this one.
Okay,
So let's
let's
just
talk
get
about
straight into it with the trailer for
3.24.
Path of Exile Necropolis.
Okay, I'll watch the trailer again. The information flew by too quick though. I won't pause it, I'll let them explain it. So let's just watch the trailer
Cold
again.
Flesh, dirt, maggots, and ghosts.
The fabric and the animations look really
Our
nice.
job is to keep them where they belong. It's your first night, so you'll need this. A ghostly lantern for ghastly tinkering.
Oh, these are mods. Okay. So, I'm gonna guess it's like bestiary, but you're capturing mods. Or using...
You'll learn
Yeah, so those are
to peer
mods.
into the souls of the
Why is he
dead.
ordering them? Okay,
You'll
we'll figure
learn
that
how
out.
to twist them.
Don't know what that did. That changed the monster you had to fight, I think.
Meet me in the Necropolis. You can pilfer shiny things from a corpse, but you can pilfer glorious things from a soul.
Okay, so this is making items from scratch
I need
in a way we want.
a grave digger.
Okay. God, that's so cool. T17 Maps, please tell me what that's about. Tree presets, and is that above Winged Scarab? Do we have 5 tiers of Scarab now? It looked like more Scarabs too. Like we might have specific shit. Maybe there's even a Scarab for a boss. Okay, that looks like some fucked up Sanctum content. That'll be fun.
The job's hard.
March 29. Oh, hell yeah.
Good.
6 days. Oh, shit.
What do you say?
Oh, shit. That's so close. Oh, no.
In the Necropolis League, you will encounter Undertaker Aramor, a man collecting the scattered spirits of the Eternal Empire for a mysterious
The
purpose.
Undertaker.
These spirits have begun to haunt the
that's
monsters
pretty.
of Rayclast, unleashing their ancient fury and sorrow onto the world. The Undertaker will provide you with the Lantern of Aramor, a powerful family heirloom which can illuminate the wrathful spirits haunting monsters throughout Rayclast.
I like this
With
so
it,
much.
the Undertaker hopes to employ you to rid Rayclast of this menace, and further his cryptic cause.
And this in Act 1. Cool.
The lantern can be used when entering any new area. When
Oh.
peering through it, you can examine the spirits haunting that area. The lantern also allows you to manipulate them,
Okay,
letting
3
you
to
configure
6
which
monsters in
monsters
a
are affected
pack.
by which mods. It would be wise to take your time with your decisions here, for the spirits are not forgiving. When peering through the lantern, you can also see extra details about the packs of monsters in the area. Rowers here are considered common,
Oh, and even says what they
whereas
do.
the water elementals are more scarce. If you want things to
Density.
be easier,
Okay.
you can put the more difficult spirits on the elementals, which you'll encounter less often. We've tried
guess.
to make sure that by engaging with the lantern, you are able to intelligently control the difficulty in the Necropolis League.
Is that a
Spirits
Guts
come in a
cosplay?
number of forms which represent the danger they pose.
Okay, they look
For
fucked up.
example here, the infested vultures are servant haunted, causing them to deal a small amount of increased damage. But the Vol's Vanguard are noble haunted, causing them to deal a large amount of increased damage.
Okay, so the tiers are difficulty,
As
and
you
that's
reach
fine.
higher level areas in Rayclast, the tier and number of spirits that are haunting monsters will generally increase.
Cool.
Your game knowledge can help you here. If you're aware of the composition of a monster pack, this means certain mods will be easier to manage.
Oh god.
For example, the mod that increases a pack's damage for every monster killed has no effect on packs with a single monster, like a Devourer. However, if we found a spirit that makes the strongest monster in a pack deal 100% more damage, well, I'm going to avoid the Devourer. You might have noticed that the Lantern of Aramor provides other useful information, such as the types of abilities monsters use,
Yeah,
or the damage
that
types
is
they
handy.
deal.
It's more
So
information
for those who are less
than we've
familiar
ever
with how these monsters
had,
work,
apart
this
from
can be a
PoE
great way to
DB.
learn what you're up against.
Yeah, that's actually
Spirits
educational.
are constantly moving throughout Rayclast, so if you are finding a campaign area too difficult,
I kinda got
you can
Nimbus
just
on.
wait a few minutes and peer through the lantern again to see what's changed.
Wait, did he say it
Of
rotates
course,
over time?
powerful spirits
Hang on.
beget powerful rewards.
I'm not going to rewind.
There are
Damn it.
2 reasons why you might want to face a challenge now and then. Firstly, not all the spirits are malicious. Sometimes the monsters aren't haunted at all, but are instead devoted.
Oh?
These can grant basic rewards like increased experience, or bigger rewards like spawning the Nameless Seer, an NPC that will
Fuck
grant you a
off.
single unique item after you defeat all of the packs affected by that spirit.
Oh, that's
The more
cheeky.
haunted monsters you defeat in the previous area before using the lantern, the more likely the devoted monsters will
Ooh.
appear in the next
One
area.
of these strongbox on death, increased
Monsters
XP.
haunted by higher tier spirits will increase the chance of the devoted appearing even more, meaning that sometimes it's worth putting the hardest modifier possible on very common monsters, if you're brave enough. Again, we've tried hard here to allow players to customize the
600%
danger and
XP.
rewards as much
Is
as
that
they
on
can.
Kitava?
Aramor is an Undertaker, and you can probably guess what we're taking to
Okay.
him.
Yep.
The second main reward from the Necropolis League is monsters with unresolved anguish. Once slain, their corpses need extra care from the Undertaker, and he will offer to take them back to his necropolis and store them in the morgue.
Unfinished business.
Time
Bring
to
out
earn
your
your
dead.
keep. When you are ready, you can visit the morgue to view the
okay,
monsters you
come
have collected,
on.
and then get to work burying them in one of many
This is
graves in Aramor Cemetery.
Necro
For
Bestiary.
example, we will bury this Kitava's Herald. Aramor's mysterious soul experiments can coalesce powerful items. Here I've chosen to create a pair of boots.
With move speed.
chains and aid this soldier, so that you may grace them with fleetness.
The animation is nice.
These boots
For the
are
MS.
useful for my character, but aren't exactly what I hoped for. And this is where the Necropolis crafting system really shines.
Okay.
You'll have noticed that the corpse we collected earlier had a crafting effect on it. In
Yeah.
fact, all collected corpses do. If you bury multiple corpses in the cemetery, all adjacent corpses can be exercised at once to create one item.
Oh, all adjacent.
All of the
Okay.
crafting effects on those corpses will apply to that same item. This allows you to have either one or many different crafting projects ongoing in the cemetery.
What?
For example, next time I try to create boots, I could bury corpses that increase the chance of getting move speed modifiers. To go further, I could use these to generate higher tier modifiers. Then, I could try to bias it towards being an evasion pair with this.
Okay, are all 8 of these gonna make one item?
Finally, I'll apply some crafting effects that
9.
improve the probability of getting good rolls. Now, let's craft our item and see what we get.
Oh, they all go. Okay, god damn. This is like Harvest 2. At least I don't have to put down plants. 30?
As you can
Ooh,
see
that's
now,
good.
we have a much better pair of boots,
Yeah.
forged from the souls of our enemies.
It's a chrome.
You could even
Oh.
use the entire cemetery to craft one item.
Oh, fuck
There is
yes.
always
Oh, hell
something
yes.
you can do to try and ensure your item will be as best as it can be.
Okay, that's what I
We
wanted
hope
from
to see
Harvest.
some really crazy grave crafts.
Grave crafts. Okay, they're trying to.
If you are
Coin
lucky,
that.
you might find corpses with meta crafting modifiers. These can be buried to manipulate your crafting projects in more drastic ways. This one increases the potency of all crafting effects of adjacent undead corpses.
50%. Okay,
Another meta crafting modifier gives a chance to drop an extra item from your craft, with all the same
What?
crafting outcomes applied. All you have to
Oh,
do is bury a
God.
lot of undead monsters.
Okay, this is so fucking good. The crafting boys are gonna be so fucking happy about this. I'm gonna do this, and I didn't even like crafting. Need 2. Are they the same exact?
You can also craft new unique items exclusive to the Necropolis League using this system.
Craft uniques.
As you
Sorry.
explore Rayclast, you might find the corpses of famous Eternal Empire families. And when you bury an entire family together and exorcise them,
What?
they will thank you with a unique specific to their lineage.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Oh. Okay, my idea was right. They're saving all their best ideas for
For
right
example,
this
the
year.
Navalius Inheritance Belt.
Valius
I'll
Inheritance.
give you a moment to check that out.
Okay, that I need to read what it. Okay. Increased flask effect duration. Flasks applied to you have 6% reduced effect. 2% reduced effect reduced flask effect duration per level. Oh, that's duration and effect. Flasks may have 1% increased effect per level. Oh, okay, this is a math belt, and it. Okay, nope, math belt.
You can use other
Pathfinder will
corpses
love it,
alongside them
probably.
to grant implicit mods, manipulate the values of explicit mods, and more. This unique is a jewel which adds extra stats to passive skills in a radius when socketed into the passive skill tree. The stats it adds are randomly generated, but you can bias it towards a specific type by using other crafting effects, such as this one, which increases the chance of getting life modifiers.
Oh god, this is
Let's
deep.
see what we get.
They're making a unique that affects the tree, and they're manipulating what it gets? We have custom uniques?
Damn, we didn't get it this time. I guess we're gonna have to go and collect more corpses.
Custom jewels, anyway.
Of course, you can trade the corpses away to other
Oh,
players. All
cool.
you need to do is purchase empty coffins from the Undertaker and use them on your corpses in the morgue, which will itemize
This
them.
is such bestiary, but necro-themed. I love this.
Another item in the Necropolis League that you can find are Embers of the All Flame.
Wait,
These are
frogs?
monster spirits that remain living in the All Flame, a powerful
what?
ancient artifact of Rayclast. And you can set them free by
It's
placing
the
them
frogs!
in the
It's the
Lantern of
frog
Aramoth
prophecy!
and defeating them. These embers drop throughout Rayclast as itemized packs of monsters. You are able to use these packs to replace the packs in areas.
It's the frog prophecy.
For example, we have found this all-flame ember of Tarfoa.
Tattoos.
We can now
Did
go
that say
to enter
tattoos?
the next area and replace one of the monster packs in here.
We can add
You
packs?
can see we have also gotten one of the devoted modifiers to appear. We can pair up the Karui ancestors with this modifier, making them even more rewarding. Let's go ahead and replace the tentacle miscreations. However, when replacing packs, you want to double check their density, as the new pack will inherit the density of the replaced pack.
Oh, okay, that's going to get confusing.
The Karui ancestors we have now added to our area can even drop basic variations of tattoos. If you aren't aware, this is an item type from the Trial of the Ancestors League, which can be used on passive skills to change what they do.
Oh no.
There are many different types of itemized packs.
I didn't think they should be
You can find
core.
Breach and Legion monsters that drop splinters,
Oh my god.
untainted packs that provide insane amounts of experience, and even simple frogs, which can be used to replace difficult monsters to
Rare
make
frogs.
life easier.
Oh, they're harmless. Rare
And
frogs,
of
yes.
course, these Ember monsters can be raised as specters too.
Oh, come on.
Finally,
damn it, there's
let's
too much
discuss how
content.
this league works in in-game maps. Each in-game map will allow you to
Oh, it opens
manipulate it using the
before.
lantern on the map device UI.
That's a bit weird.
However, instead of randomly cycling every few minutes, it is fixed to that map.
Oh, okay.
Once you view the map through the lantern, you cannot remove it from the map device. So you can't trade that map away now that you've seen it as too difficult for you, or has
Oh.
monsters in it that you'd rather avoid.
Oh, so we can't
Like
know what it's going to
porcupines.
be.
We're also
that'll be too
trying
hard to
something
trade.
new this time around.
Oh?
During the Necropolis League, there will be support for the league on the Atlas passive tree.
Oh.
Multiple clusters will be
Oh.
there, allowing you to enhance the gameplay, customize
During
it,
the
and
league.
even change its behavior in meaningful ways.
Huh.
One way that you can change the crafting in a meaningful way is with the Prospero's Wager Keystone.
Okay, I'm just going to read this, but I'm also going to respond to you, Gamecock, and if you're still here, do I play Necro? I play Necro mainly. It's my go-to. I usually league start with it, or I'll have it be the build I save up to invest in. So, yes. And how does the new patch look? So far, amazing. The concept looks amazing, the theme looks amazing, the style looks amazing. And they're probably... I don't think they can balance this well, so it's going to be really fun to exploit. So, yeah. Hype is definitely there.
With this keystone, all the monsters with unresolved anguish come with this
Right,
crafting
elemental golem
modifier,
build now. I want 11
which causes
golems.
them
Nice.
to generate a
Which
random
golem?
craft when buried. This means instead of pre-planning your crafts,
What'd that say?
generate a random craft
Reveals a random craft when buried. Random craft reveals a random craft. So it's a mystery craft?
when buried. This means instead of pre-planning your crafts, you have to adapt to them on the fly to get the best results. These clusters will not be available in Standard League.
Huh.
In 3.24,
okay,
we've
this'll
made a
be big.
plethora of changes to the endgame.
Plethora.
We're introducing new bosses, adding another tier of maps, and streamlining the Atlas. The most
Okay.
difficult and most rewarding content in Path of Exile can be found in Uber Pinnacle bosses,
Yeah.
such as the Maven and the Searing Exarch. Currently, the only way to access these bosses is by allocating specific keystones on the Atlas passive tree. While this system offers a nice element of control, it causes a problem. Rewards and access to the non-Uber variants are now economically priced around the rewards of the Uber fights. This means it is wasteful to
Yeah.
run the non-Uber variants instead of simply selling them.
Not
Another problem that
necessarily.
we noticed is the difficulty jump between the Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacle content was relatively large, and there wasn't
Yes.
obvious content that could bridge this gap. Many
True.
players would give up on their characters before being able to defeat the Uber Pinnacle bosses.
Not
In
everyone
3.24,
will get
we
there.
will be making some changes to this. We are
Oh.
removing the keystones that give access to the Uber Pinnacle bosses from the Atlas tree, and instead we'll be adding a new set of fragments that give you access to this content.
God damn it.
Where do
Alright.
you get these fragments? We are adding a new tier of maps, Tier 17 Maps.
Oh, that's pretty.
Which not only give you access to the Uber Pinnacle content, but also test your characters in new ways.
Please
they feature
don't.
a new set of bosses,
Oh.
Uber monsters,
Oh?
and a new tier of modifiers that can roll on the maps.
Oh, fuck.
There are
Okay.
5 new Tier 17 maps in total, with some surprising boss fights at the end.
This is just a PoE
We'll
2
look at a couple today,
experience.
and the rest you'll have to discover for yourself.
New maps. Whole new
First,
maps.
we have the Citadel map. This map contains an ancient Kalguran citadel.
That's
You
Expedition.
will encounter many expedition monsters as the signature packs throughout the map.
Holy shit,
At the
that's
end,
cool.
you will fight Uber Uhtred.
Okay, fuck
This
that.
is a version of a boss from Expedition League, with all its abilities and mechanics enhanced.
Oh god.
Uber Uhtred will
Uber
even be
Uhtred.
able to summon 2 other expedition bosses to aid it during the fight.
Oh god.
Secondly, we have the Fortress map.
Oh.
This map is an impregnable fortress, guarded by monsters from the Heist League. At the end, you will encounter an Uber version of the Unbreakable.
Uber heist. Oh my
Again,
god.
it has enhanced abilities and mechanics you'll have to learn and overcome.
Poor guy's
Each
doing
of the
poisonous
Tier 17
concoction.
map bosses has a chance to drop a unique item, allowing for some
Uber
target
Katarina.
However, these aren't entirely new unique
that
items.
skull.
Instead, we've taken other unique items, removing them from the core drop pool, and rebalancing them to fit here.
Oh.
One example is this reworked
Wraith
version
Lord?
of Wraith Lord. It
What
has
the
4
fuck?
Abyss sockets, and allows you to summon an additional Spectre for each Ghastly Eye Jewel socketed into it. Another example is Mana Storm.
Plus 4
This has been
specters.
rebalanced
That's
to grant a
insane.
lot more damage than before, alongside some more impactful mana stats,
Ooh.
if you can get lucky rolls.
Oh. Okay, more things to be divined is fun.
Alongside adding Tier 17 maps, we have also changed the Uber Pinnacle bosses to have completely distinct unique item drop pools from their non-Uber counterparts.
Completely
This
distinct?
means there is a reason to farm both versions.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
okay.
take
Well,
a look at the Shaper.
you tried to
versus
do that
the
with
Uber Shaper.
Adziri.
The Shaper will drop these uniques.
Yep.
Voidwalker, Shaper's
Dying
Touch,
Sun, yep.
Solstice Vigil, and Dying Sun.
Okay.
Whereas the Uber Shaper will drop these. Echoes of Creation,
Ooh.
Sublime Vision, Entropic Devastation, Starforge, and a new unique belt called the Tides of Time.
Oh. Wow.
Another example
like a
of a
mini
new
Mage
unique
Blood.
is this helmet from the Uber Eater of Worlds,
15 rage.
Ravenous Passion,
Ooh.
and these gloves from the Uber Searing
Rage
Exarch,
for spells.
the Celestial Brace.
And
Each of the Uber
Fortify.
Pinnacle bosses has a new unique
Ooh.
added to their drop pools.
That's good for champ.
We've identified another major problem with the endgame we'd like to address.
Oh.
With
Careful.
every expansion added to the game, we have been increasing the complexity of running maps.
Yes.
It's at the point now where a
Well-
player must repeatedly execute a large sequence of steps to run maps efficiently.
To get the most out
It
of
can
them.
be easy to forget
not
critical
necessary.
steps, and it can be tiring to repeat them.
It feels bad if you forget, though.
To solve this, we are removing some systems, but are keeping what is good about them.
Removing systems.
The 2 main systems we've removed are Sextants and the Master Mission Selector.
Fuck,
It is
yes!
not our intention
Okay.
to dull the content, however.
I'm happy with
We
that.
have completely reworked Scarabs to include most of the options that were previously covered by those mechanics.
Good,
And
fine,
many,
yep.
many more. Let's
Oh?
take a look at some of them.
Okay, yeah, show me the new
Commonly,
scarabs.
You might find Scarabs that simply grant access to different content. Here, we have a Scarab that
Oh,
causes beyond
fuck
demons
yeah.
to spawn.
Oh,
when
this
killing
is so
monsters in
good.
your maps.
This is like leak
And here,
stones.
we have one that adds a Delirium Mirror.
Oh, fuck
Each
yes.
type of Scarab now has multiple versions. So if you want to
Right.
fully invest in a type of content, you can do so.
What's above winged?
Here's a suite of Ultimatum Scarabs. This Ultimatum Scarab adds an Ultimatum encounter to a map.
How much does XP?
This Ultimatum Scarab of Bribing then causes
And 2
that
additional
Ultimatum
rounds.
encounter to grant better rewards and its monsters to yield more
Oh,
experience.
as though you completed 2
This
additional.
Ultimatum
Okay.
Scarab of Dueling will cause that Ultimatum encounter to always guarantee the Trial Master boss fight at the end.
I needed
assuming
that.
you can survive through
last
all the
league.
rounds. This Ultimatum Scarab of Catalyzing will cause all rewards from that ultimatum
Oh.
to be catalysts,
Holy
instead
shit.
of other rewards. And finally, this Ultimatum Scarab of Inscription will cause all catalyst rewards from that ultimatum to be inscribed ultimatums instead. There are
Didn't-
plenty of others.
Did
If you
they get
enjoy
rid of
divination
polished
card
and
farming,
winged?
you might want to use these. This Divination Scarab of Curation causes more divination cards to drop for each different favored map you have selected. But
Okay.
it also causes whatever map you're running to only drop divination cards from those favored maps. So if you want to try and aim
Oh.
for your Mage Blood and don't want to just farm Crimson Temple, then
That's
this Scarab
cheeky.
is for you. This Divination Scarab of
Of
Completion,
completion?
causes your
Ooh.
divination cards to have a 20% chance to drop as a full stack instead. for
20%
maximum
is
dopamine.
huge.
Basically, there are now just a lot of
Oh,
Scarabs.
new Scarab
You might have
menu.
also noticed that they no longer have tiers.
Yes.
Scarabs are now all world drops. You can get them anywhere.
What?
Some might be rarer than others, but
What?
the intention is that there'll be a lot more options than before, and more
Oh,
interesting
fuck
combinations to
yes.
consider. If you want to target specific Scarabs, Betrayal has been updated to include most of them, and you will need to relearn
Okay,
which
I
ones come
love
from
this
where.
change. I already love
While this
scarabs.
system is allowing you to heavily invest in one type of content,
They're like League
it is
Stones
reducing
now.
your capacity for variety. To address this, we have massively increased access to content on the Atlas passive tree.
Holy shit,
You
that's...
are now able to reliably get different
more than
leagues
doubled.
like Breach or Legion from
That's
just
doubled.
your Atlas passives.
That's double. No,
Regarding
that
master
used to be
missions,
10, now it's 16.
content such as Incursion, Delve, Betrayal, and Bestiary, these too are now accessible with Scarabs, and have more reliable investment options on the
Can
tree.
we get an Essence Scarab?
Not only this, you can now get Jun, Einhar, Alva, and Nico to appear together in the same map.
That's pretty cool.
We have also removed some keystones such as Wandering Path, Grand Design,
Aw.
and Growing Hordes, but have
Bye,
added some new
Wandering
ones
Path.
too. For example, Unwavering Vision.
Mine vessels. Wait, excuse me? Scarabs cannot be found. Grants 20 additional points?
Back
Jesus.
to basics.
Okay, your maps randomly have between 0 to 80% more modifier effect. That will kill me. Extra content can't appear. Cannot apply influence. More modifier effect. I'll have to see what the T17 mods are. Also, hi, Emma Artist 13. Thank you for the follow. I don't have my notifications on this screen, but thank you for the follow. It's going very well right now. This is very exciting.
And thorough exploration.
There are less than 50 remaining. Final map boss are empowered by Affliction. Wait. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, that's big. They're adding Affliction in immediately.
And we have added some new notables, such as Remarkable Relics, which allows you
More likely to be less common varieties. Okay,
to
that's
try
good.
find better variants of Scarabs. Mounting modifiers, which increases the values of modifiers on your maps by 2% for each explicit modifier. And Tainted Carapaces, which is
Only
just
8?
one in a set of many that allow you to target farm specific types of Scarabs.
Holy shit.
These are just a few of the many new notables that can be found on the Atlas passive skill tree. Lastly, we are giving you more flexibility in
Holy
what content
shit.
you want to run in the endgame. In 3.24,
Yeah.
you can now have multiple copies of the Atlas tree, which can be swapped between maps at your leisure.
Oh, and we can
You
rename
unlock
them.
up to 2
Oh,
extra
fuck
trees
yeah.
for a total of 3
OP
by
MF
progressing
strat.
through the endgame and completing core content.
Maps are
When you
haunted by
open a
additional
map, you can
spirits.
select which tree you would like to use.
Oh,
For a given
this is
league, you'll never feel
fucking...
constrained to play
oh my
your
God.
endgame a single way. You
We
can
are so
also label
spoiled.
your trees to easily identify which one has which content.
Oh, we are so spoiled.
With all this combined, we're hoping to see new endgame strategies shine through.
I don't think there needs to be a strategy.
While
If
playing
anyone
through
can
the
do
campaign in
anything...
3.24, you'll notice a myriad of small improvements and surprises.
Yeah, show me the campaign.
The fundamentals of the campaign are still intact, but we've scattered fun encounters
Is that
and secrets
fucking Act
throughout
1?
Breaklast. The Dweller of the Deep has been trapped.
Oh, so he's in Essence now?
What are these ritual shrines doing in the Northern Forest?
Yeah. Are we trying to theme
Why
things
are
in the
they giving me
campaign?
omens?
My god, guys, come on. Okay, we're tying in themes
This
of things.
device looks
That's
safe.
nice.
I should definitely use this on my items.
Is that in the fucking campaign?
There are plenty more encounters to discover.
Is that a
We'll
full
continue
double
adding more
corrupt?
surprises in future releases, so keep an eye out. In the previous expansion,
Holy shit, this is
3.23,
good. I'm
we released a
overwhelmed.
large number of transfigured skill gems.
100, yeah.
These are alternate versions of existing skill gems that function in very different ways.
Why is he so
allowing for
fast?
more build and gameplay variety. At the time, our aspirations were higher than we could achieve. We planned more gems than we could make.
You did pretty
So,
well.
in 3.24, we're adding another set of transfigured gems that we have now finished.
How many?
Ice Shot, Incinerate, Artillery Ballista, Tornado, Elemental Hit, Kinetic Blast, Poisonous Concoction, and lastly, Summon Holy Relic.
Okay.
Hopefully those of you who missed your favorite skill having a transfigured variant will get that here. We will certainly be adding more of these in the future, especially for skills that are missing them still.
So they're adding 2 new
Of course,
versions of
we'll
those.
also
So we're
be
getting
doing a
16 new
balance pass on the
skills,
existing
kind of.
transfigured gems. One of the main ones we're looking at
Sorry, what did you say?
will be doing a balance pass on the existing transfigured gems.
Okay, good.
One of the main ones we're looking at is Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation. As a result of this
Aw.
change, it is clear that the in-game potential of the Wander archetype really starts to suffer, mostly in the single target damage department. Due to this,
Oh,
we've
they're
added the new
raising
support
it?
gem, Sacred Wisps. This support gem causes supported
What?
skills to create 2 attached wisps for a duration. With these wisps, whenever you attack, they have a chance to also use the same skill, if you have enemies in your presence. And if there are any rare or unique enemies, they will always use the skill. That leads us into all the other quality of life features
We got
introducing in
Mirage Archer
324,
for
and
wand
there's
attacks?
a shitload of them. Many of these have been revealed in teasers already, but here's a quick
What's that
summary.
gonna do for KB?
We've added the automation and call to arms skill gems.
Okay, I don't actually
for
know
being
these
able
yet.
to trigger instant skills and war cries without having to bind them to left click.
Okay, but when do they go off?
You can now hold
Just
down
constantly?
control and left click to automatically apply certain currency orbs until they achieve
That's
the
cool.
desired result.
That'll
before you
help for
run out.
RSI.
For example, you can hold down fusings until you reach maximum links.
That's fun.
You will be able to control, shift, click currency into a trade
I want to
window
know how that
automatically
works a bit
move
more.
all of that currency at once from your inventory.
That is very fucking nice. A lot less clicks, a
Detonate
lot
Dead
less
now has
clicks.
clearer telegraphing effects.
Good.
When harvest crafting, the item hover will always be visible.
Why the
so
fuck
you no
didn't
longer
it?
have to mouse back and forth to see the results of your crafts.
Good, yep.
When you use a Val orb on a map, the map no longer has a chance to become unidentified. Instead,
Got new
it adds a
implicits?
new implicit.
Ooh.
We've created a set of implicits that affect
There's
the
Val
areas
skills,
in fun
ooh.
ways. Related to that,
Wait, do
corrupted
not
and
apply
mirrored
soul
items
gain
can now be
prevention?
identified. Breach hands
As
now
in no
open
cooldown.
upon approach, and no longer need to be clicked.
Saw this, breach hands open on
Upgrades to
contact.
Pantheon powers now apply to all characters in a league.
And this.
You no
yep.
longer need to grind divine vessels on each new character.
Second character's got a bit of
With
power.
harvest crafting, you can now re-roll Uber Elder fragments.
Hi.
Fragments dropped by the Shaper cannot be re-rolled into fragments dropped by the Elder,
Well,
and
then
vice
why
versa.
add it then?
Regarding Betrayal, we're removing Ashling's crafting bench as a reward. Instead, Veiled Orbs now perform that function.
Huh.
They remove a mod and replace it with a Veiled mod.
That's a big
These
gamble.
orbs now drop from Katarina and are no longer a world drop.
Katarina
Flasks
only?
can now be corrupted by Val orbs, giving random
They
minus
get
10 to plus
implicit?
10 quality. The capability to add extra
Oh.
quality to weapons, armors, and flasks has
Oh.
been removed from Betrayal.
They only add quality?
The Betrayal bench craft that converts an amulet to a talisman has
Yeah.
been moved to bestiary, and thus can be traded. Maven invitations no longer drop. Instead, when you have completed witnessing all bosses required to go to the Maven's arena, you can just talk to Kirak, and he'll open a map device window with the invitation already in there, ready to be
Uh-huh.
rolled.
They're not tradable?
Valdo's maps that granted invitations now give Scarabs.
So we have
No
to do
more
them?
having to waste Guardian kills to try get invitations to drop. Next up, we're going to be talking
Okay.
about our new League
I'll
supporter
still
packs.
watch this, but that's basically the end of the
Today,
video.
We're launching 2 new series of supporter packs. The
That's-
Solar and
okay,
Eldritch
all of
packs.
that. Very
Each tier
nice.
contains the full pack's face value and points, alongside several exclusive
Usually these supporter
microtransactions.
packs are dumb fun as
These
well, so
packs
this will
are
be
only
interesting.
available for the duration of the Necropolis.
I might
League,
have to buy
and
one
will
of
leave the
these
store
just
forever
to
when it ends.
vote with my wallet.
As always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way.
Even if they look like they do.
The Solar series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
My god.
The Cosmos weapon effect adorns your weapon with stars.
Pretty?
Hitting enemies causes cosmic energy to spill out into the area around them.
Oh, wow.
The Radiant Orb of Chance extra effect projects the outcome of items you've used an Orb of Chance on above your head. Remember to congratulate other exiles in town if you see them chance a powerful
Hey.
unique item.
Get a shout. Good chances.
Shine boldly with
Jesus
the Solar
Christ.
Knight armor set. The power of the sun radiates from your body,
That is a
getting
nice
more
set.
and more
Ooh.
intense as you use skills and emitting solar flares as you run.
Huh. That's really fucking
With
pretty.
the supernova level up extra effect, the dead will be raised from the ground around you, before being obliterated and turned to ash by an epic supernova whenever you level up. This one is my
Oh.
personal favorite. The Cosmic Turtle hideout lets you
Oh
travel
my
the infinite
God.
expanse of the cosmos atop the back of a colossal turtle. Carry the weight of the sun on your back with the Solar Guardian
The
back
power of the
attachment.
sun in the palm of
Witness
my
it grow
hand.
larger and larger as the energy of slain enemies is funneled into it. When it reaches its maximum size, it goes supernova and turns into a black hole, forever drifting throughout Rayclass.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
The Eldritch Pack series
What
also
the
has 6
fuck?
exclusive microtransactions. Are you wondering if we moved the stash in the latest patch? Don't be fooled, because with the Mimic Stash Pet, players can transform into an image of a stash when in a town or hideout, and scare unsuspecting exiles.
Is it clickable?
This
Also,
pet
that's
follows
a
behind you with
fucking
its
scary
terrifying
mimic.
hand-walking the rest of the time.
Oh.
The Shaper's Slam finisher effect sends slain unique enemies into a
Final abyss of unending darkness.
That's cute.
The Eldritch Hunger armor set contains a beast that demands you defeat it by embracing your bloodlust. Watch
Gluttony?
it grow in power the more you kill until it bursts from the shell of the helmet.
Symbiote
Are
suit.
you able to satiate its
Ooh.
hunger? The seed within the Corrupted
God
Growth map
damn.
device expands its grasp on your hideout, the more maps you complete on your
Not the
atlas.
bad guy from Stranger Things?
Equipping the Headhunter character effect causes skulls of slain rare enemies to whirl around you like trophies.
Headhunter,
They
Headhunter.
become
Oh, wow.
enraged when you are near a rare enemy you are yet to kill, wishing for them to join your collection. Witness a reality where the struggle
really
didn't
fun.
exist, allowing the Eldritch Horrors to settle their own conflicts with the Eldritch Horror Apparition effect.
What?
Which of the Eater of Worlds or Searing Exarch do you think will win?
Wait, so it's a
These
coin flip
packs
and they
are now
fight?
available for purchase on both PC and console, and will remain so during Path of Exile Necropolis.
I think I need that hideout.
Meanwhile, the Shade and Disciple packs leave the store forever at the launch
Damn,
of
that's
Necropolis League.
horrible.
So now's your last chance to purchase them. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
Holy shit. Okay, that
Let's jump. Here we go.
I want to watch this too, but god damn, all of that was amazing. Okay.